For within these woods lurks our terror, born the shadows' hunger. Beware their embrace. Skill shot failed. The well awaits.
Time to face the darkness. There's a storm hitting us. Brace yourself.
Choose wisely, for the darkness awaits.
There's someone out there. Show yourself.
The forest is alive with eyes, watching, waiting, hungering. Follow the light if you dare.
Huh? What was that? Maybe just the wind.
You can't run from what lurks in the darkness. It's always one step ahead.
No! Not like this!
The darkness claims another.
Hello.
A warning
Yeah, I'm
unheeded.
I don't really know what I'm doing. I saw that there was a challenge. There's a seasonal challenge to get like backgrounds and stuff. And since I haven't played this on Switch, really, I figured I would go for it. Look at that. 6767675. What a score. Oh no, I thought I got something for doing that. I don't see anything yet. I think that's a, oh, you know what, man? That's not what I wanted it to be. I think it's a background here. I thought I was getting a background to like use in my actual like pinball room. Damn it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's just pinball, but it's cool having pretty accurate pinball. Like, when they got the rights to all the tables, there was a pinball arcade back in the day, and when they got the rights to all the Williams tables again, I was kind of worried because their physics have always felt a little bit weird, but I think they've been doing pretty good with it. It even says it looks like I should have reward timeline. Yeah. What? I don't understand. What did I just do? Ah. Alright, what's the top tier? This is just carpets. Carpets and posters. Whatever. Is that this? Yeah, that's this. Okay, you were... If I remember right, you could go in here and you could, like... change the theme. I'm pretty sure this means I'd have to buy this. I had what is it called? What's the homebrew, the emulated pinball thing called? I forgot. The one that people use, it's not this virtual pinball. I had that installed, and there's like a VR mod for that, but it's messy. When you get it to work, it's kind of cool, but it's not as cool as this because it's not really 3D assets. It still has the same feel. Like if you look at certain angles, it looks like you're playing on a real table, and then you try to like lean over, you're like, oh, this is just a flat texture. Right shelf. Do I have anything? Wild cards. Oh, they're telling me I need to. I don't just get stuff for free. No, this was America. Oh well. I literally only loaded this up because it was I was thinking about how long it took to load last night for whatever reason. I think it's just because it was an initial load. Like I hadn't played it on here before, so just naturally took a little bit longer, but it seems like it's fine now. Oh, why did I think they had a Halloween table too? I think this goes on sale usually around Christmas time or Thanksgiving or something because of this. It's also weird how they have like, they'll have tables like this, like Star Trek pinball, but then there's the Williams Star Trek pinball, which is the actual one that people would want to play. I don't even see it down here. Oh, because there it is. It's almost like I installed too many games at once because now I can't remember what's what. I see all these icons here, like I know what the games are, and like I know pretty much everything from like here. Well, I loaded this up, but a lot of these games I haven't tried playing on the Switch to yet. I guess this is a good one to test. But this ran okay on the Switch, surprisingly. The GTA games are totally fine now. I'll do this for a little bit. Just for a little bit, just to see how the performance is. When this game came out, when Arkham Asylum came out, I remember hearing people talking about it, and I didn't really have any like expectations. And I remember getting it and just being like completely blown away by the end of the game. It was so cool. And then Arkham City was like the same thing but more. For me, this is also my favorite one. Some people say City is the best one. I get where they're coming from because it's like an open world, but I like the fact that this game feels a lot more like intentional. Like it's cool that you can go around the city and you can land in the streets and swing from the rooftops or whatever, fly across the rooftops and stuff, but this game feels like it was constructed like for a reason. Like everything's in a logical place. Arkham Knight I've never really got to play. I have it on here. When it came out on PC, it came out and that was the game that they allowed people to return. and then they deleted it off of Steam, and then they brought it back later with a disclaimer saying like, hey, we don't know how to get this to work, basically. I was interested in it until I saw the performance was bad, then I ended up picking it up anyway. Couldn't really get it to run back then. I think it works okay now, but I think it still randomly crashes for me. I'm using completely different hardware. But I had a friend she was complaining because she's into certain comics. And she's like, well, everybody knows who the Arkham Knight is. It's like, okay. What if the game is good? Sure, the game is awesome, because people like it. I think that's what set up the expectations for the Suicide Squad game and all this other stuff. Gotham Knights. Spider-Man PS2 game, or sorry, PS4. Spider-Man is cool. It's really cool, but my only problem with Spider-Man is that I guess because the game costs so much money, I like all of the characters, I like the story, I like the villains Marvel Spider-Man. My one problem is that it's so long. I feel like the game is like $20 to $30 long or something, like it should be half of that. But it's not like you're really doing anything that's like excessive.
That's Warden Shop to you.
Some stuff gets dragged out a little bit.
Yo, Frankie, how's the wife and kids? You miss me?
Shut it, clown.
I think some of that goes
really want to talk to you.
Maybe help you hold a connection to the characters. But I think this game is maybe like this game is kind of long too. This game is also a game that is longer than it feels like it should be, but it doesn't really feel like there's anything you need to trim from it.
Get that filthy degenerate out of here.
Warden, something's not right. I'm going with him.
The game is dead to me until it's on PC. I know Miles Morales is on PC.
Gordon.
Yes, sir. He's waiting for you down at patient handover.
This still feels like it's running at 30. I have my stream set to 30, so it probably won't really show up there. But the game itself is running at 30 frames per second. I could probably do 60. I heard Miles Morales was short, and some people liked that because they said it felt like it was a tighter experience. It was more so focused on the narrative. Yeah. I think it was like $40, so it wasn't a full price game. It was a value price game. It was like $10 to $20 cheaper. I guess that counts as value.
Nice to return to my sweet little hacienda.
Scan initializing.
You know what? I prefer the good old.
I think this is
much more personal.
Got a red light. Multiple prohibited items.
so. No. Wait. I'm going through my memories of the Batman stuff. I feel like this is when people started to really like Harley as a character. Like I remember her being in the animated show with that clown, you know, the actual like Harley Quinn style outfit, like the full bodysuit or whatever, and she was whatever. But when this game came out and they did her redesign with like the skirt and stuff, is when they started experimenting with the character a little bit more. From what I remember, I'm probably wrong because I didn't watch like all of the DC animated stuff. But I feel like from there, they just kind of branched out and started doing different stuff. That's when you get like the one everybody likes. That's, you know, from the movies. What's her name? Can't think what the actress's name is. There's like so many different versions of her though.
What's up, Doc? Pencil me in for tomorrow at 4. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, it's clear. Hello, new patient. This is Quincy Shaw.
It's both cool and it sucks when you come across a game that you really like and it just sucks you in and you finish it. And it's like, oh man, the game was so good, but it was also really short. But at the same time, like, I guess that's the best thing. You know, you want to have the game end to the point where you're wanting more of the game and not so much like sick of it, like you want it to end early.
The state of the wiring in these federal facilities is shocking. My boys
I
are
really
never
liked
heard
Assassin's
that
Creed Odyssey,
unfortunate
but Odyssey is a
fire.
game that felt like it should have ended like 30 hours earlier. 30 hours is a lot.
Just gotta check
The
your
game took me
prisoner,
like 90
Officer.
hours to finish or something.
Whatever, just be quick.
Only following procedure. No, patient seems to be in satisfactory condition. Looks like he suffered minor lacerations, probably in the last 2 hours. There seems to be...
Need to take my temperature? I'd be happy to drop my pants.
He's all yours. Get him out of here.
He's good. Get the door open.
Alert in intensive treatment. Category 9 patient.
Finished Origins. Really liked Origins. Origins was kind of long. I feel like it took me maybe like 50 hours to get through. 40 to 50 hours to get through. And then
You heard the lady.
I got
Another
Odyssey
psycho on the way.
and loved Odyssey, except for the fact that it was super long.
Smell the
And then I bought
excitement in the
Valhalla because I was like, man, I did like Odyssey. Well, let's see how Valhalla is. And it starts off, and I start hearing reviews like, oh, this game is going to take over 100 hours. And I played it for 2 hours and never went back to it. Like, I don't have the time. I need them to respect me a little bit more than that. Can't do that.
Get ready. Keep your weapons
I like
trained
to
on
pretend
it
I
at
have
all
life.
times.
Looks angry.
Hours is still long. It's 10 hours less than me, but it's still long. It's not crazy long for an RPG, but to me, I'm thinking Assassin's Creed. It's not an RPG, even if they added the RPG elements, but you know, it's still Assassin's Creed.
A toy color.
It's like
I'm killing you, Batman.
I really like the Alien Isolation. Love that game. However, that's another game that's like 18 to 20 hours, and like
need to get me some new.
it's a lot. Like, if that game was 10 hours, it would have been a lot tighter. I've heard some people say like, oh, you shouldn't really criticize games. The thing I've heard people say is you shouldn't criticize games for their length and the price. But I'm like, this, you know, sometimes it matters. Same thing with movies. Like, if you go watch a movie, there are some movies that are like 89 minutes and they're way too short. Like, you feel like you're missing stuff, which is no good. But there's other movies that are like 2.5 hours long where you're like, well, they just padded this out because it's like Oscar worthy or whatever. And they wanted to make it feel important.
I told you to stay quiet.
Oh, Frankie.
Editing,
You really
it's super
should
important.
learn to keep that fat mouth of yours shut. It'll get you into trouble.
Tell me something. You've never let me catch you this easily. What are you really after?
No, nothing much. Hundreds dying in pain and fear. All their meaningless lives brought to a horrifying conclusion. All thanks to you and a book of matches. Was that the answer you wanted?
All patients should avoid contact with prisoners from Blackgate Prison Facility. Their presence.
What's he doing? Stay where you are. Get a flashlight. Get a light on him.
Admission to our institution is temporary.
What? Don't you trust me?
Dangerous. Must not bear.
Our
I was talking to somebody at work yesterday. They saw I was wearing a M. Bison t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt, and they were asking me. I didn't even think about it. Like, oh, are you into anime? Because it has a bunch of Japanese characters around the side of it, like kanji. And I was like, so I don't know. I don't. Now, when I was younger, for sure. I've been trying to get into Dragon Quest XI forever, but like right now I'm working like 60 hours, like 50 to 60 hours a week, and it's hard for me to want to come home, especially when I know, like, you know, maybe I get home at like 7 o'clock at night. I gotta be back up for work at like 5 in the morning, so walk the dog, maybe take a shower or whatever, eat,
Yeah, right.
and then I only have like maybe an hour to play a game. So if I play something like Dragon Quest, it takes so long to get started to get something out of it.
But he'll unsettle the more violent inmates.
I think he's talking about you, Bats. Don't be a stranger. You're always welcome here. Gotta say, it's good to be back.
You okay?
He surrendered almost without a fight. I don't like it.
At least he's back where he belongs.
Get up! Now! Joker's loose. Alert the warden.
Hurry! We're losing him The joke's on you.
Hold on, let me... Let's go.
Honey, I'm home.
Come on.
There she is. There's the new Harley Quinn redesign. I remember when this came out, people were like, oh, she looks weird. But as time went on, like, it's a really cool design. I feel like it kind of inspired all the other ones that followed up.
And you sprang it gloriously. Now let's get this party started.
Batman combat. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna pause this. So, I don't think I have any on here. Actually, no. You know, the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, whatever they call them. These ones, not this. There's like 1 through 6 that they re-released. They did this really cool thing where you can, if you want to, you can increase the experience gained or like other small settings like that. And I think that goes a long way. I gotta reorder this by title. There we go. There we go. That's better. Yeah, here we go. 4 and 6. If I want to, I could raise the experience up to 4x, maybe make the enemies like super easy. Because sometimes I just want to play the game and like get through it. Because I've played this before. But I still, you know, I'd like to replay it and I don't want to like do all the grinding. I like it when games give you that option. There are some that get re-released that don't really seem like they have any settings like that, which always feels weird. It feels like a missed opportunity. Because if it's a remaster of an older game, you know, why not? Again, like Dragon Quest, they just did the 1 and 2. I don't have either one of those, 1 and 2. And they also have the 3 2D HD thing. And I hear they cut down on the grinding in those games, but, you know, it's part of the games, but, you know, you don't necessarily want it to be the whole game. Because, you know, you're an adult, you got time, or you don't have time, you got limited amounts of time to actually do stuff. Good job, Batman. Wow. Weird, the performance in this doesn't feel all that great.
With a combined sentence of 752 years. Ding, 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 ding. It's round 2. Sorry, Matt. I got less to go. People listen.
The system's jammed. We're stuck in here. Joker's in full control of the security gates.
I'll find a way out. Try and contact
Game doesn't seem to run all that well, but it still looks pretty good. I mean, for what it is. It came out in what, like 2009, 2010 or something.
I'm in control of the asylum. You're not going anywhere I don't want you to. Understand?
If you think I'll let you run.
Always with the hero speed. Ooh, I'm getting bored of watching you. Why don't you just come find me?
You know it's a trap.
Of course it is.
I don't know. I guess. Well, man, like this, the Switch eShop, their deals, they go on all the time. What you get near the holidays for Nintendo is occasionally, I regret missing out on this, but they put like the Mario games on sale for once. It wasn't much. Like, I think Mario Odyssey is like $60. I think they dropped it down to like 40, 45. And they've never put it on discount again, but they usually do that around like holidays, like right after Thanksgiving. That period between like the end of November and then like end of December. The holiday season. But yeah, they always have some sales on here. It's not as good as the Steam sales. But then Steam sales are like, once you buy too much stuff, you start trying to justify their sales. You're like, I gotta see if I can find a deal on something, even though you've got like 8 million games in your backlog already.
Everywhere that madman goes, death is sure to follow.
All patients should take their medication at the prescribed times each and every day.
Warning. Security breach in level B3. Warning. Security breach in level B2. Warning. Security breach in level B8. Warning. Security breach in level B1. Warning. Security breach in level B6. Warning. Security breach in level B4. Warning. Security breach in level B3. Warning. Security breach in level B2.
What happened?
Joker happened. You're lucky to be alive.
He must have gone this way. Door's jammed. I'll try and get it open.
When I hit 1,000 games on Steam, I went like, might have been like a year and a half without actually buying anything really. I was getting stuff from people, but I didn't really buy anything.
Where are they?
Back down there.
Yeah.
Need help?
No. I work
I like
better
PC stuff, but man, when the Steam Deck was working, like being able to plug it on or plug it into a dock and hooking it up to a TV and just like not sitting at the desk was so nice. I think that's where I'm at now. Is like I don't really want to play a console necessarily. I mean, I'm playing this, so whatever that means. But I guess what I'm looking for is, you know, it's not so much like competitive stuff. Like I just want to kind of chill. It's my day off. It's my one day off. I want to like play something and have fun without having to stress out over it.
Dad still there?
Commissioner Gordon is safe. Joker's not far ahead. I'll stay in contact.
I've been thinking about hosting servers on the weekends or something for like older games, like something like Quake or whatever, and just having like a wacky server. Not wacky, but just, you know, a hangout server. Where somebody shows up and they're good, whatever, but you can do dumb stuff like the Instagib stuff where, you know, it's like one shot kills with that weird sniper rifle, the railgun.
And this guard dies.
Or there's some way to like, there was GoldenEye Source, like hosting a game like that, a server or something like that, and just having people just hop in over the course of the weekend. Seems like it'd be pretty cool. I've gone so far as to open things up and then set up the server browser, or set up the server, and like not actually follow through on it so many times.
How many times do you need to hold? Keep away. This is disgraceful. How did a patient like Victor get free?
We'll worry about that later, Doctor.
He wants to kill the guard, you know. He needs to kill the guard.
I've got to get close enough to Zaz to strike. He'll see me coming on the ground, so I'll stay up high. These old gargoyles should be able to support my weight if I grapple up to them. Zaz is down, but not for long. Got to.
Someone put this animal back in his cell.
Or the developers of this game talking about this and being like, they felt that everybody was spending all of their time in detective mode. There it is. There's the new Harley Quinn.
My new uniform. Pretty hot, huh? Oh, I got something to show you. 1 second, B-Man. I'm now subbing for the old man. Old Sharp has never been happier. In case you ain't figured it out, today is the Joker's big homecoming, and you're the guest of honor.
You have one chance to surrender, Quinn.
Tempting, Bats, but no dice. Now the inmates are running the asylum. Well, technically the Joker's goons shipped in from Blackgate, but you get the idea. Bye-bye for now.
Batman, you picking this up?
Oracle, I'm here.
Arkham Asylum just vanished off the network. He's in control of the security system. He's probably isolated it from the grid.
That's not all he's done. All police feeds are reporting he's placed bombs all over Gotham. Says he'll detonate them if anyone sets foot on Arkham Island. It's being suppressed at the moment, but the story will break any time now.
He's lying. It's just a diversion to keep people away.
How do you know?
I know him.
The room's locked down. I can't open the gate. We're trapped in here. Try the radio. Control should be able to shut down the gate.
Harley thinks she has me trapped in this chamber. She never was very bright.
Hey, Batman found a way out. He just ripped the bin off the wall.
Crazy bitch.
Batman, I'm
Is that?
patching you into
I think
the
that's all.
guard
I think
radio
that's everybody talking about Catwoman in Arkham City. So when I got Arkham City, I was living in an apartment and didn't have internet. Bought the physical disc for I think like PS3, and I didn't know all that Harley stuff was in the game because that was like it was a free thing I would have got. Was it a pre-order bonus or something like that, or you could buy the DLC later? But when I played the game, I didn't have it because it's not on the disc. Playing it later, like a couple of years later, when they did the re-release or whatever, I think they did the, I don't know what they call it. They like re-released the games on Steam, and I guess it's like an enhanced edition or something like that. Playing all that stuff, I was like, oh, how did I? Without her stuff there, like there's so many weird gaps. Like, why is she here at this spot? And why does Batman?
Listen, the room is full
Why are
of
they
poison
talking
gas.
so much
Anyone
to each
caught
other?
in there is dead.
Are you gonna get in
But
there and help them,
everybody was
Batman?
sitting there just calling her, "You crazy bitch! Oh, that crazy bitch is here again." It's constant. It's wild.
I think I can still see people alive in the room.
I don't think Harley really got the treatment in this game. They just call her crazy without the other part.
This isn't a simple escape attempt. The Joker's been planning this.
Please help me! Over here!
You're gonna be fine. Stay here.
Batman's here! Just hold on a little longer, Steve. I can't! I'm gonna fall!
I can't believe he left me here. That son of a... Oh.
I love this. I love it. It's so weird. This... Whoa. Good God, Batman.
Attention. Airfield is now at normal level.
Please, you've got to help Steve. He can't hold on much longer.
There's Steve. I didn't see Steve. Come on, Steve.
Go Batman! You rock! Joker doesn't stand a chance.
I'm going after the animal who did this.
Hello. If anyone is on this channel, please respond.
This is the best thing. The inverted takedowns. Using the inverted takedowns, stringing people up, making people nervous, and then just dropping the bodies. So good. See, I'm already playing this for too long. I was supposed to just hop in here and play this and see other performances. Actually, I think I wanted to get past that first big, I guess the first room, or whatever, that first room where like Joker gets freed. But here I am doing this. It would have been so cool just running at 60 frames per second. With the way that WB is, I know they're not going to patch this. They're not going to do better. So that's unfortunate. Oh, that's right. This isn't Dark Souls. Get him to run into the wall or something. He's not doing it. I think he just dies. I think he has like a heart attack. Dark Souls is one of those games that changed everything, and now everybody makes it. Not so much anymore. It's finally starting to slow down. But there is a period of time when like every game was like, oh, this game is like Dark Souls. It's like Dark Souls, but or it's got deliberate combat like Dark Souls.
Oh, you're getting too predictable, Bats. Well, I'd love to stay in chat, but I have a party to organize.
Big innovations in the game. So you got people talk about Call of Duty 4 with the way they did leveling up stuff in multiplayer games, multiplayer shooters, where even if you lose, you still gain something. Dark Souls with like the weird like not having to really explain anything because people like discovering that stuff on their own. And the deliberate combat, all the dodge rolls or whatever. Souls runs, like losing stuff when you die and having to go back to find it.
Quick, get in here before more of them come.
This game, I feel like Assassin's Creed had it first, but I think this game really nailed whatever this combat is.
I dragged Jerry in here.
The stuff with like doing attacks and then having counters.
Joker went through that door.
I don't know what game had parries.
We call it extreme isolation.
It's not Third
The only way
Strike.
in is via the transport system.
Open it.
Not a problem. I'll just need to call another cell. Okay. Something's wrong here. The main security loop is locked.
Having a little trouble up there?
Joker.
You're expecting maybe Two-Face?
There's no escape, Joker.
Silly bat! I don't want to escape. I'm having way too much fun. I even have you here to keep a smile on my face.
Not for long.
Really? We'll see. Ta-ta! Oh, I forgot to say. Just in case you were planning on following me, I've arranged a little insurance. Gordon is on his way to Harley as we speak.
Officer Bowles.
If I see you trying to follow me, he dies. Harley's looking forward to it. Maybe I'll film it and post it on the internet.
The transport system is down. Best I can do is open the door you came in. Sorry.
I should go back to the holding cells. Bowles wasn't too smart. He'll have left a trail.
All right. Okay. Yeah, this game autosaves. I'm gonna keep telling myself that. This game autosaves. It's fine. All right, let's see. So there's that. What else? Man, the thing that got me to like gasp when I plugged up the Switch 2 was hooking it up after it finished the transfer stuff, whatever, from my old Switch to this one. Go into the eShop and it loaded in like a second. Oh wow, it was insane. It used to take like maybe a minute, like 45 seconds to a minute for the store to load, and then it would be like really laggy. The menus on this too are a lot smoother. 13 Sentinels. This right here runs at a stable, I think it runs at a stable 60, which is wild because I feel like it struggled to reach 30. But I guess it just had an uncapped frame rate. Bayonetta 3 seems like it's a locked frame rate. Oh, so the problem with the transfer process is when you do it, it takes whatever you have on your Switch and tries to transfer it to the new one. So since I didn't have an SD card, it set up all these downloads and it was like installing stuff I didn't really want to have on here since I only had the internal memory. It was no good. So I had to go back in later, like after it finished doing whatever it did, it filled up the internal memory. Then I had to go back and manually delete like half of the games because I didn't really want them on there. Let's see. Klonoa. I know Metroid runs alright, of course. I don't think there's any other games I have installed that I need to know how their performance is. I won't notice anything in Splatoon. I think I'm good. I think I've tested all of this stuff I was curious about. Here's this. I don't know how to play these games. I've never known how to play these games. I've never really watched the anime either. I watched the first 14 episodes with some friends back when the show was brand new. But I tapped out of like Naruto right then. I don't remember why. There was a reason I tapped out, and I assumed like, oh, this is probably gonna run for like 100 episodes and stop, and I think it ran for like 900 or something crazy. I don't really know the actual episode count, but it ran forever. Like now that I have the option of actually just playing stuff to play it, I don't really know what to play. I forgot what I was thinking about playing today. I don't think anything would be different here. don't have a PS5, so the only I haven't bought a console since like the PS3 and 360 outside of the Switch. I got the Switch and the Switch 2 because most of the stuff that's on PlayStation and Xbox that I care about ends up coming out on PC anyway. Skipping the I used to get every console, and skipping getting the PS4 and the Xbox One was like crazy. Like I had moments where I was like, I think I'm gonna do it, especially once people started to get Petro Arch running on the Xbox One in developer mode, but skipped it. My cousin got one. I played it for like maybe an hour or two. I got it. So the funny thing about this game is I think maybe it wasn't this one. I think I bought this game, I have a Japanese eShop account too, and I think I bought it, Japanese version, because I was positive this was going to come out in the US. Why would it? I think Monster Hunter World had come out, and I figured that was going to be the direction, and I think like Generations, instead of the Switch getting out Monster Hunter World, they got this Generations Ultimate. Like I feel like maybe a couple of months after I bought the Japanese version, I was trying to figure out how to like get through it. They announced it was going to be fully translated and released in the West. And I was like, oh well, whatever. Totally fine. I like the idea of playing a game on the couch with language, but I've never tried it. It just leads to me playing the game for like 20 minutes and be like, now I'm going to go back to sleep. I don't know what this is. I think what this might be is I let somebody use my original Switch, and it had my account in there, and I'm assuming they probably like made this. The reason I only have 2 hours in this game is because I played a lot of 3 Ultimate on the 3DS, 4 Ultimate on the 3DS. I played so much of that, and then I think they released Generations on 3DS. So I played a bunch of that, and when this came out, I had already put time into the Japanese version, not much, maybe like 15-20 hours, and tapped out, and then got this later, and I was like, I'm replaying the same game for like the 4th time, because I had played it on 3DS, started it over, got the Switch version, the Japanese one, and then got this one too. I was like, alright, I think I'm good. Billy. Billy. Wild. Bimmy and Jimmy. Isn't it crazy that that new Double Dragon game is out and nobody said a word about it? That's just the game that's just out there. Bless their hearts. Arxis keeps trying to bring it back, and I just don't know. Forgot all about this. The styles. Opening loading screen. Forgot the other thing about this that's rough. All the old Monster Hunters is that you start off and you always have to you have to like go through all the opening like gathering missions and stuff. At some point they cut those down. I think World might have cut it down a little bit. It's not completely gone, but it's not as bad as it used to be. I remember playing Freedom Unite, whatever, on PSP, which is the first one I tried. I kept hearing this podcast, 8-4 Play. I don't even know if they're still around, but they were based in Japan. And they used to talk about Monster Hunter all the time, so gave it a shot because of them. Forced myself to kind of learn it, but it didn't really click until the 3DS. But anyway, I remember playing that and just gathering and gathering so much. And then you would have the time in between missions where, you know, you just have to go do more gathering. It's wild how people get into like their specific version of the quest person in all the Monster Hunter games. That also seems like the character where, like, if they're gonna do something weird with translations, it'll be there. Like, that character will get, like, all sorts of weird commentary after certain missions. Oh my gosh. Let's go fuck it. I remember playing the PSP one, and you could go to the guild hall and you could do guild challenges or whatever, and I barely understood like the fundamentals of Monster Hunter. Like, I heard them talking about, you know, how important it was to like gather and stuff and prepare yourself for the missions and eating and all this other stuff, and I got that. It took me a while to understand weapon sharpness, but I didn't understand what the guild hall quests were. Like, those are the ones that are designed to be played with other people. Like, once you get high enough level, you can knock them out yourself. Or I guess once you get good, once you know what you're doing, you're alright. But like in the beginning, go in there and be like, I'm gonna do a 1-star quest over here. Oh wow, there's more 1-star quests. And like, I can't kill anything. Yeah, here we go. Find the ferns. This one. There's all sorts of weird stuff you can do too, like there's the where, like, if there is a light in the air, it's supposed to be a blimp that's out there like surveying the thing, so if you wave at it, it will highlight the monster on the map so you can kind of rush over there and try to hit it with a paintball. This is also back when you still have to use paintballs. It's wild. It's wild how you don't have to do that anymore. It's the gone mechanic. This is a different game to me from World and Rise and Wilds. I've barely played Wilds because Wilds had all sorts of weird performance issues for me. There are all sorts of weird tips from this game where, like, if you're gathering and you want to gather faster, it was like if you crouch down and you gather, it used to be a faster way of doing it because you're lower to the ground. It wasn't like, it didn't feel like an exploit. It felt like, oh, they did this on purpose. Here. Here, whatever. barely tell I'm moving faster. Didn't know. I didn't know Rise was on Game Pass. What is it? Is it like $30 a month now for Game Pass? Something irresponsible. They're crazy. Oh, that's right. The other thing too is I think you just have like unlimited whetstones now. Or you can just recharge whenever you want to. There's so many systems that were here before that like they got rid of. Yeah, I have GeForce Now. I've been paying for that for years, and it's one of those things where like I feel like I can't stop because I do still kind of use it from time to time. Usually what happens is if I have a game on PC that's not running super great, I'll try playing it on GeForce Now. Mess me up when it attacks me. But yeah, I had Game Pass for a while, and then I realized I wasn't really using it. Like, to me, the appeal for Game Pass was mostly whatever console games they had. Like, if they had, like, I don't know, Perfect Dark Zero or something like that. This is absolutely one of those things where you try to convince somebody, like, oh man, you gotta check out Monster Hunter, and like, and it's this, and you have to explain to them like what makes why you gather. Because I could definitely see that being a point where people are like, I'm not playing this. I have to do what? I never used Sword and Shield. I was positive it was dead. Should just be looking for the dang unique fern so I can get out of here, because I'm just planning on playing like one mission and then probably already gonna take a break because I got food that just showed up. Been sitting outside for a bit. Be here. Oh, I got two. That's it. I love the fact that there are like things in the game that aren't like hostile towards you, like these here. If you attack them, it's different. Like, I thought that was really cool bit of like world building. There's so many games when you see anything that's a monster at all, it just automatically attacks you, but not so much in Monster Hunter. And then I'll... Whoops. Hit the button in the transition. I remember how big of a deal it was when they added in mounting, and like, I think it was Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, just being online and just seeing people just like climbing on top of the monster and just wailing away at it. So cool. I've also appreciated how, with this series, like, the more you play it, you start learning how everything works. See what action they show me doing. There we go. Well, I've completed the mission with new guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a break so I can eat, but I will be back later tonight, I'm pretty sure. In the meantime, peace out and have a good day. Toodles.